This is not just a new F-22 Raptor. This is the most powerful and deadly version of it ever created. The US Air Force has finally done it. They've created a monster. Back in 2020, we reported that the Air Force was planning to create an invisible Raptor, a stealth fighter so advanced that even radar wouldn't be able to detect it. They wanted to coat it with materials that would make it perfectly camouflaged against the backdrop of space. And today, they're revealing the results of their work. It looks incredible, but this aircraft isn't all about looks. It's got some serious firepower and technology packed in. Let's dive into the details. The latest addition to the Raptor family is called the F-22 3D Advanced Battle Management, and it's a beast of a plane. But don't worry, it's not going to devour humans. Instead, it's designed to take down other planes with ease. Just one look at its long beak, and you can tell this thing means business. And when I say business, I mean serious air-to-air combat. This new Raptor has some serious upgrades that make it a force to be reckoned with. First off, it's got new infrared and electronic warfare capabilities that will help it detect enemy planes from far away. And let's not forget about its upgraded cannon. It's got a 23mm cannon that fires 480 round bursts per minute. That's like a minigun on steroids. You can imagine how devastating it would be if this plane managed to lock onto a target. But wait, there's more. The F-22 3D also comes with a bunch of external weapon pods that can carry up to 6 medium-range or 10 short-range missiles. These missiles are the perfect complement to the plane's cannon, giving it the firepower to take down even the most heavily protected targets. Now, you might be wondering why the Air Force went with the F-22 over other planes like the F-35 for this upgrade. Well, it's simple really. The F-22 is all about speed and maneuverability. It's designed to get in close and personal with enemy planes and deliver devastating blows. Plus, it's already proven itself in combat. In fact, the Air Force says that F-22s have a 100% success rate in air-to-air combat. That's a pretty impressive track record if you ask me. On the other hand, the F-35 is more of a reconnaissance and support plane. It's not as fast or maneuverable as the F-22, and it's not really meant for dogfights. Sure, it's got some pretty advanced technology and it can carry a lot of weapons, but it's not as lethal in close quarters combat as the F-22. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. You see, stealth fighters are designed to be invisible to radar. They use a combination of special materials and coatings to absorb or reflect radar waves, making them harder to detect. But traditional stealth fighters have a hard time hiding from infrared sensors. That's where the new Raptor comes in. Its infrared sensors can detect enemy planes from miles away, even if they're trying to hide. Plus, the F-22 3D has some seriously advanced electronic warfare capabilities. It can jam enemy radar and communication systems, making it even harder to track. And let's not forget about its new onboard computer. It's so powerful that it can process all the data from the plane's various sensors in real time. That means the pilot doesn't have to worry about managing all that information. The computer does it all for them, so the pilot can focus on flying the plane and dropping bombs. Okay, here's the deal. We all know that the US military is always coming up with new and innovative ways to blow stuff up, but sometimes those things don't exactly go as planned. Take, for instance, the F-35, which is supposed to be this awesome multi-role fighter jet, but it's been plagued with problems from engine malfunctions to software glitches. And then there's the A-10, which is such a badass close air support plane that it's earned the nickname the Warthog. But it's also so old that it's basically a dinosaur compared to modern standards. Now enter the F-22 3D Advanced Battle Management, the latest and greatest addition to the Raptor family. It's got all the bells and whistles you could ever imagine, from its advanced stealth capabilities to its next-gen sensors and electronic warfare systems. It's the pinnacle of fighter jet design. But here's the thing. Fighter jets are expensive, really expensive. And with all the other cool stuff the US military has to play with, like drones and cyber warfare and AI-powered everything, why bother spending all that money on a fancy fighter jet? Well, because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Think about it. If there's a major conflict with a near-peer nation like China or Russia, stealth fighter jets like the F-22 are going to be at the forefront of the fight. They'll be tasked with taking out enemy air defenses, engaging enemy fighters, and providing air support for ground troops. And let's not forget about the psychological factor. Having a squadron of F-22s bearing down on you would definitely be a morale booster if you're on the receiving end of those 480-round bursts from the Raptor's cannon. The U.S. Air Force knows all this, which is why they're investing so much money into the F-22 3D Advanced Battle Management. They're betting that this plane will be a game changer on the battlefield, giving the U.S. military the edge they need to win in air-to-air combat. But not everyone's convinced. Some experts argue that the money for the F-22 3D would be better spent on developing new air defenses or investing in cutting-edge technologies like directed energy weapons. After all, the F-22 3D is just a fighter jet, whereas new air defense systems or DEWs could have applications far beyond dogfights. Despite the doubts, the U.S. Air Force is moving forward with plans to build the F-22 3D Advanced Battle Management. They're hoping that the plane will be ready for combat by the early 2030s. Now, if you're one of those people who think the money for the F-22 3D would be better spent elsewhere, let us know in the comments. And if you're excited about the prospect of this new Raptor tearing up the skies, then hit that like button. But one thing's for sure, whether you love it or hate it, the F-22 3D Advanced Battle Management is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Now check out this video on the next generation of fighter jets, hypersonic weapons. Or check out this video on China's hypersonic missiles. You don't want to miss out on these awesome updates.